Welcome to our exploration of one of history's most infamous figures, Adolf Hitler. Join us as we uncover his rise to power, the devastation of his rule, and the lasting lessons we can learn from his reign and downfall. Early life and influences. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889 in Braunau am Inn, a small town on the border of Austria and Germany. His father, Alois Hitler, was a strict and authoritarian figure, influencing Adolf's early development with his stern discipline. Hitler's mother, Clara, was the opposite, providing a nurturing and caring environment, yet her death in 1907 deeply affected him. Initially aspiring to be an artist, Hitler moved to Vienna in his late teens, where his applications to the Academy of Fine Arts were twice rejected. During his years in Vienna, he lived in poverty and was exposed to rampant anti-Semitism and extreme nationalist ideologies that prevailed in the city at the time. These experiences began to shape his views on race and politics, setting the stage for his later radical beliefs. His frustration and the political climate of post-World War I Germany would soon lead him to find his voice in politics, marking the start of his perilous rise to power. The Nazi Party's ascent. In 1919, Adolf Hitler joined the German Workers' Party, which he would soon help rebrand as the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or the Nazi Party. His dynamic and fiery oratory skills captured the attention and support of disenchanted Germans still reeling from their defeat in World War I. Hitler adeptly manipulated the widespread societal discontent, blaming the Weimar Republic's failures, the Treaty of Versailles, and various minority groups for Germany's economic hardships and social instability. His promises of restoring Germany's former glory, combined with a strong message of nationalism and xenophobia, resonated with a wide audience. By exploiting public fears of communism and promoting a strong, decisive leadership, Hitler's influence grew, and by 1933, his party had gained significant political power, leading to his appointment as Chancellor of Germany. Consolidation of power. Once in power, Hitler moved quickly to consolidate his control over Germany. The Reichstag fire in February 1933 was a pivotal event, which Hitler used to justify the imposition of emergency decrees that suspended civil liberties and allowed for the arrest of political opponents, particularly communists. The Enabling Act passed shortly thereafter, giving Hitler dictatorial powers. This law marked the effective end of the Weimar Republic and laid the foundation for a totalitarian regime. Through the Gleichschaltung process, the Nazis created a centralized state by eliminating federal states and restructuring government institutions to align with Nazi ideology. Control was further solidified by the purges of the Night of the Long Knives, where Hitler eliminated potential threats within his own party, securing his absolute power and quashing any remaining opposition. The Third Reich and World War II. Under Adolf Hitler's leadership, Germany embarked on a campaign of aggressive territorial expansion, initiating World War II. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland, prompting Britain and France to declare war. Hitler's strategy involved blitzkrieg, a method of warfare that emphasized rapid and powerful attacks, allowing Germany to swiftly conquer large parts of Europe, including France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. The invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941 marked a crucial turn in the war, as the vast distances and brutal winter halted German advances. Meanwhile, the United States entered the war following the attack on Pearl Harbor, significantly shifting the balance of power. These factors, combined with Hitler's strategic errors and the growing strength of the Allied forces, eventually led to Germany's military decline. The Holocaust. One of the darkest chapters of Hitler's regime was the Holocaust, a systematic genocide that led to the mass murder of 6 million Jews and millions of other undesirables, including Romani people, disabled individuals, and political prisoners. This genocide was meticulously planned and executed via a network of concentration camps and extermination camps across Europe, such as Auschwitz, Treblinka, and Sobibor. The final solution, a plan devised by Nazi leaders during the Wannsee Conference in 1942, was implemented under the guise of resettlement. However, It involved the transportation, enslavement, and extermination of Jews and others in gas chambers and through mass shootings, starvation, forced labor, and medical experiments, representing one of the most heinous crimes against humanity in history. Downfall and defeat. By 1945, the once formidable Nazi regime was on the brink of collapse. Allied forces had made significant advancements from both the West and the East, gradually closing in on Germany. The Soviets launched a massive offensive, eventually reaching Berlin in April. Inside the besieged city, Adolf Hitler remained in his bunker, increasingly detached from reality as his empire crumbled around him. On April 30th, 1945, as Soviet troops fought their way through Berlin, Hitler committed suicide, choosing death over capture. His demise marked the effective end of Nazi Germany. Shortly thereafter, Germany surrendered unconditionally to the Allied forces, bringing an end to World War II in Europe. The aftermath left Europe in ruins, with countless lives lost and cities devastated, setting the stage for a long and complex process of rebuilding and reconciliation. The Nuremberg Trials and Justice. After World War II, the Allies established the International Military Tribunal in Nuremberg to prosecute prominent leaders of Nazi Germany for war crimes, crimes against peace, and crimes against humanity. These trials, which took place between 1945 and 1946, were groundbreaking in that they held individuals accountable on an international stage for acts of aggression and atrocities committed under their leadership. Key figures like Hermann Göring, Rudolf Hess, and Joachim von Ribbentrop were among those tried. The Nuremberg trials set significant legal precedents, contributing to the development of international law regarding war crimes and the concept of crimes against humanity. This process not only sought to bring justice to the countless victims of the Nazi regime, but also aimed to establish a new standard of conduct for nations and their leaders, promoting the rule of law and the principle of individual responsibility on the global stage. Lessons for today. The rise and fall of Adolf Hitler offers critical lessons that remain profoundly relevant in our times. It serves as a stark reminder of the dangers posed by totalitarian regimes and the catastrophic consequences of unchecked power. Hitler's ability to manipulate public opinion and exploit social, economic, and political crises underscores the importance of maintaining robust democratic institutions and a vigilant, informed citizenry. The Holocaust, a grim testament to the depths of human cruelty, highlights the necessity of combating hate and bigotry in all forms. Furthermore, the international response to Nazi atrocities helped shape modern human rights principles and the global commitment to prevent such horrors from recurring. By studying this period, we gain insights into the mechanisms of tyranny, the resilience required to oppose it, and the ongoing need to uphold human dignity and justice worldwide. Thank you for joining us in this important reflection on history. Remember, the past teaches invaluable lessons about the power of leadership and the importance of vigilance in preserving freedom. Stay curious, stay informed, and help ensure such history never repeats itself.